So, Thomas, or Thomas as we say here in Norway, my friend who's been on this channel a couple of times. You got a plan?
Nope. No plan.
No plan?
No plan. We go no plan.
Going no plan is probably a bad plan. He recently sold all his Sony equipment and he went fully into the Fujifilm system. He bought the Fujifilm X-T5 and he's bought at least one lens, but he is going to go fully into the Fujifilm system. Why, you might ask? Well, I ask the same question. Sony cameras, they are really nice because I own Sony cameras and that's what I'm using right now. I have recently bought the A6700 and some lenses for that camera too, and I really enjoy the colors that comes out of these cameras. I really enjoy using them, the functionalities, the features that these cameras have. And Thomas, he had the Sony A7IV and he still decided to go from the full-frame Sony A7IV down to the cropped sensor Fuji X-T5. But I do wonder what he thinks about going from full frame down to cropped sensor and his reasoning about his choice of leaving Sony and going over to the Fuji system. So today, or this evening, I am going to join him at his workplace to test out the camera, take some photos, and see how the camera works. So what I am going to do now, I'm going to pack down some lighting equipment, some stuff, and I'm going to join him at his workplace.
You're still smoking cigarettes. I've been begging you to quit for days. I know you won't stop. So I guess I'll love you till your grave. And I'm still driving too fast. You've been begging me to slow it down.
And now we wait.
Hello.
Hello.
Background. Det är väl kanske lite mer effektivt etter hvert.
Hvorfor har jeg laget dette her?
Du setter opp bakgrunnen her da.
So the whole idea now is that Thomas is going to put up his background setup and his flashes, and then we're going to tweak the Fuji X-T5 to his liking, because he has some photo shoots coming up and he wants to be ready for the action. Right?
Ready, ja. Yes. Er det bak der?
Ja, kanskje litt ned eller opp på høyre.
But paper, it won't live forever. But we did not do the math. We need more space. I bet I look like a professional.
He thinks he's a professional, but the action speaks otherwise. And why did I bring my video lighting setup?
I actually just needed your softbox.
Well, why didn't you say that?
Exactly what I said. I think I said, bring your softbox.
I think I asked, should I bring the lights? And you said, yes.
Let's check that out. Should I bring lights? Yeah, I just didn't answer that. I only said, can you bring the softbox?
Well, I guess it's both our mistake. So Thomas is having a problem with his camera and he doesn't know how to fix it. Now, tell us, what's the problem?
The problem is when I am half pressing the shutter button, it changes my exposure like a tad brighter. And the final image it does not reflect that. So it gives me a wrong exposure when I'm half pressing, and that's kind of annoying.
And you don't know how to fix it?
No. And the weird thing is that, like, if I go, this is an AF-C, like, continuous, and if I go into AF-S, the opposite thing happens. So it gets darker. And yeah, so that bugs me. But I can't find out why.
But it has to be some kind of setting, I believe.
Well, I did some Googling, and I saw someone else, some people that described the same thing, but I don't think anyone found like a solution. So hopefully it is a setting and it's nothing wrong with the camera, or hopefully it's nothing wrong with Fuji.
Because we don't have this problem with Sony, do we?
No, well, I didn't notice it at least, but I don't think so, no.
Whenever you change the settings on the Sony camera, what you see on the screen or in the viewfinder, it's normally what you get when you press the shutter. Yeah. And that's not the case here.
No, well, you see it like before you half press, then you see what you get. But when you half press, the camera likes to trick you. Like earlier today, I tried like the sun star effect, like on the sun directly. Yeah. And in my screen, it was like the perfect like stars, stripes. But when I take the photo, it adds like a line, like a thick extra line. This is the line, but this doesn't show in my screen before I take it. Because before I take it, it's like everything is soft like the other ones. But when I take the photo, it adds like a thick line, and it's always that way. So if I turn the camera like in the portrait mode, it flips with it. It's like it's the same.
It's not something about the lens, is it?
When I get the other one, I'll try it, and hopefully it will have no problems like this, and the lens is full. And
this is the 23mm Sigma 1.4.
Yeah, and I checked like the Sigma site to see if there's any firmware, but I couldn't find any firmware.
Well, shall we try and take some portraits?
Yeah,
let's do it.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Hopefully there will be no lines. This is the part. I have to be like here.
Efter delar deg,
Ja.
Well, that was nice. And to off. But is that the preset or?
Yeah, this is a preset, yeah. I think it's good. I think I want a little bit more warmth to it. Let's do a full body. Different pose. Alright. Bjuda på dig! Facebook profile.
No. So if we were to summarize our evening, the evening was for your benefit, so are you happy with the evening?
Yeah, my goal was to get to know the camera in like a studio setting. It is like any other camera, of course, but like it's nice to know where to find things on the menu quickly, and what mistakes or bugs or things that needs to be aware of before getting into a shoot. I like the 40 megapixels. It looks great. The detail was great. Yeah.
But you had a full-frame Sony camera and you had Sony gear, so why did you decide to get rid of the Sony gear and transfer over to the Sony camera system?
The Sony is like perfect and like a perfect tool for any job, and it's reliable, it's great autofocus, great quality. But like it's like for like the hobby side of things, the colors are like, it's a little bit clinical, and so
it's a little bit boring.
Yeah, it's a little bit boring, but it's like the Fuji has their film simulations, So that's like inspiring to see, like almost like a final edit on your screen while you're taking it. And also I do weddings and I need a second camera so I don't have to borrow for you every time. So I don't know, I can't afford two Sony A7IVs with two great lenses. So
that's the benefits of a APS-C system, because the lenses, especially those third-party lenses like the Sigma lenses, are a lot cheaper than the full-frame lenses. And even if you want a more higher-end APS-C lens, it will also be cheaper than the full-frame lenses.
Yeah, I think like the top-end Fuji primes are around 1,900.
Yeah.
And then you have Sigmas for like 400, I guess, 400, 500, 600.
And this lens, with the photos that we took today, 23mm 1.4 Sigma lens, I think it looked really good.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with this lens.
Yeah.
Like, well, except for the Sunstar, but yeah, that might not be the lens. But yeah, so I'm really impressed with it. Yeah, by selling like the Tamron 35 to 150 and its A7IV, I can afford like basically two of the X-T5s with two primes from Sigma, 23 and the 56 that is on its way. But there's some quirks that have appeared today that I want fixed.
Yeah, so, like the live view when you press down.
Yeah, like I see what I get in my LCD because I have the setting on, like the preview white balance and exposure thing. But when I half press, like it adds like a quarter stop of light into it, like the whites get brighter.
If anyone out there, if watching this, one of you 20 people that's gonna watch this, if any of you know why the camera acts like that, please let us know in the comments down below. Or if you know anybody that knows about that, please let them know or let them write in the comments down below on how he can fix it, because I think that will be a thing that you will be annoyed by.
Yeah. Because when you're tracking, you half press all the time, right? Like you're waiting for the moment, you're waiting for the kiss, you're tracking. Yeah. And it's, well, I guess you know it's brighter, but it's nice to see the final image when you half press.
Yeah.
So hopefully. And the Sunstar, if anyone knows why I get like a big line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, to sum it up, you're happy with the camera. It has some quirks that we need to figure out, but I will probably buy one myself. No, I won't. I've been looking at the Fuji X-S20 because of the capability of open gate filming and 6K filming, but it's too much money.
Yeah.
If you do have any solution to his problem, please leave them in the comment down below, and like the video if you like the video, and subscribe if you haven't done that already, and maybe at least I will see you in another video. Bye.
Bye-bye.